Okay, so I guess we're going with part 2 of thanking God in advance. So I'm gonna show y'all some of my vision board and show y'all everything. You get what I'm saying? Because people like to, they see you doing good, they like to tear you down, do. All right, that was enough. But y'all, literally, so I did my vision board in September before the new year, came. First, what I did was I wrote a list because some people don't even know how to do vision boards, right? So, and I've been doing vision boards at least since like 2019 when I first had my vision of establishing my own mentoring program. And again, that's another conversation, another video for another day. I personally don't think there's a right way, there's a wrong way. Some people do vision boards. Some people, people have like vision journals and just, write it down instead of the pictures. I'm more of a visual. And so I still write my stuff like in my journal and stuff too, but I also put pictures. Now, sometimes when I first started, I used to just, get magazines and cut little things out. And I was like, oh yeah, I want this. And I, put it on the thing. But, growing, I realized like, no, you have to be specifically intentional with the things that you ask for, right? And so what I did was, I want to say back in it might have been 2019, 2020. I actually had like I think it was like a vision board party or vision board something I had, and I had a lot of people come out. But one thing that I gave them and that I had started doing myself was I wrote down different categories, right? So for instance, I have it right here, right? And so the categories, and you don't have to use these categories, but again, I'm just sharing something that I personally did. You ain't even got to do nothing that I'm telling you to do. But I did financial goals, career goals, health and wellness, relationship and love, personal growth, lifestyle, daily habits, spiritual goals, and then I have other. Okay. And so in each category, I personally like wrote down, things that I wanted to see and happen in each of those categories. And then based off of what I wrote down, I found pictures. You can do pictures, in magazines, but what I did was I actually went to Canva and I, typed in what it was that I was looking for, and I specifically, like, you have to be intentional with your goals. Like, okay, financial goals. Okay, yeah, everybody want to have some kind of money. You get what I'm saying? Okay, but how much money? What do you plan on doing with your money? Do you want, more money to, finance, a business that you're trying to do? Do you want money to just put in a savings account and literally just bless others? Do you, that's good. Do you want, money to pay off debt? Like, what you're asking God for money. Okay, but what is it that why do you want that? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just an example. After I got the pictures from off Canva and I put them on, a regular sheet, and then like I blew it up or whatever, and then I printed them out, and I cut them out to how I wanted it. I placed it, on the sheet of construction paper how I wanted it to be placed. You can glue it up there, but then I also end up taking like regular clear tape and put it on top, so it kind of looks like laminated type situation. When I did my first one, I would have to end up doing a second vision board because the first vision board, literally, I had so much stuff up there. Everything couldn't fit in reference to what I cut out. And I was just like, I just throw, initially I was like, I'm just going to, when I knew everything couldn't fit, I was like, okay, let me just do this board with the things that can fit. And then this other stuff that I had printed and cut it out that wasn't going to be able to fit on the first board, I was like, oh, I'll just toss it. And then I'm like, no. We're not going to toss that because that's still things that I want. We just going to have to do another vision board. So I end up doing two. The point of the matter, what I'm saying, is be very intentional. So off of these, different categories that I have, literally each thing that I wrote down, I tried to find a picture for that. And if I couldn't find the actual picture, I just typed the word out. That was me to see, my vision and my goals and my dreams visually. So every day when I wake up, there's a picture. It's reminding me like, hey, it may not have happened yet, but we're still going to work, towards it. We cannot keep doing vision boards and goals and dreams and desires and leaving it in our head, leaving it in our mind. We cannot, because we're going to forget. Might not forget everything, but you're going to forget something. So write it down. Like, I ain't never wrote down this much stuff in my life. Like, soon as something pops in my mind, or like an idea of, something that I want or something that I want to do when it comes to, and stuff that I'm doing with this entrepreneur stuff, it's like, oh, write it down. Like, it don't matter where, just write it down. And then I'll come back and I'll write it in my journal. We have to write it down, because in the Bible, it says, write the vision, make it plain. It say write. It say write it. Write the vision, make it plain. Come back for part three. Part three of thanking God in advance.